All right, welcome. Today, we're going to talk about cybersecurity, but probably not in the way you're used to. You can forget all that complex code and jargon. Instead, I want you to think of your digital life as your home. We're going to figure out how to build a digital fortress to keep you and your family safe and sound. So let me just ask you this straight up. Is your digital front door unlocked right now? And I'm being serious here. We're all so good about locking the actual doors to our homes, but so many of us leave our most valuable information, our digital lives, just wide open. Okay, but here's the good news. You don't need to be an expert to do this. I mean, think about it. You don't need to be an expert plumber to know not to pour grease down the drain, right? It's the same thing here. You don't have to be a security genius. It's all about building a few really good, really simple habits, and that's exactly what we're going to walk through. Now, let's just bust a huge myth right out of the gate. So many people think, why would a hacker care about me? They're going after the big companies, the big fish. The reality, that's just not true. Criminals are absolutely targeting everyone. They know that you, your family, you have money and data that's valuable. You are absolutely a target. So where do we start? Well, we start with the absolute foundation of our fortress, the locks on the doors. This part is all about the basic tools for locking down your accounts. And honestly, this is where you get the most bang for your buck. Huge impact for not a lot of effort. Okay, so the very first thing we need to talk about is multi-factor authentication, or MFA. The absolute best way to think about it is this. Your password, that's your regular door lock. MFA, that's the deadbolt. It's that extra layer that makes your security rock solid. And you can see the difference right here. It's so clear. If you only have a password, a bad guy just needs that one stolen key, your password, and bam, they're in. But you turn on MFA, now even if they manage to steal your password, that deadbolt is still locked. They're stuck outside. Game over for them. All right, let's talk about that key, your password. We've got to forget trying to remember things like doglover92 exclamation point. That's old news. The new, much safer way is using passphrases. Just 4 simple random words like coffee, cloud, guitar, tree. It's super easy for you to remember, but incredibly hard for a computer to guess. Now, you're going to need a different one for every single website. And no, you can't remember them all. That's where a password manager comes in. It's a lifesaver. It creates and stores these for you securely. And this is why protecting your email is so important. Check out how scarily simple this is. A hacker gets your email password. That's it. Then they go to your bank's website, click Forgot Password, and where does that reset link get sent? To the email they now control. And just like that, they're in your bank account. This right here is why your main email account is the absolute crown jewel. You have to protect. Okay, so our locks are strong now. Fantastic. But that's only half the battle. Now it's all about spotting the tricks they use to get you to just open the door for them. We're talking about recognizing scams. I'm sure this looks familiar, right? This is a classic textbook phishing scam. It's designed to look official, it creates panic, and it pushes you to click that link without thinking. So let's pull this thing apart and see why it's a total fake. Here are the dead giveaways. First off, that generic greeting. Dear valued customer. No, real companies use your name. Second, they create that fake sense of urgency, temporarily suspended. They want you to panic. And here's the big one. The link is a total lie. If you just hover your mouse over it, don't click, you'll see the real address it's trying to send you to. And if you see a weird domain name like something ending in .ru, yeah, that's a huge red flag. So what's the big takeaway here? The #1 defense you have against pretty much any scam, it's so simple. Just pause. Anytime you get a message that makes your heart beat a little faster, that demands you do something right now, just stop. Take a breath, go to their official website, type the address in yourself, and find a real phone number to call. Verify it on your own terms. And these threats, they're getting smarter. We're now dealing with AI-powered scams that can clone voices. You could get a call that sounds exactly like your bank, or even scarier, a family member who sounds like they're in trouble. The defense is exactly the same. Pause, verify, hang up and call them back on a number you know is real. Now this next one is designed for pure gut-wrenching panic. You open your inbox and there it is. An email claiming a hacker has taken over your webcam, recorded you, and is threatening to release the video unless you pay up. Okay, listen to me on this. I need you to hear this loud and clear. This is a bluff. It is 100% fake. They have absolutely nothing. So here's the trick. Here's how they do it. They buy up huge old lists of emails and passwords that were leaked in data breaches years ago. The really sneaky part is they'll include one of your old passwords in the email. That's what makes it feel real and scary. But it's just a scare tactic, that's all it is. Think about it. If they really had a video, what's the first thing they'd do? They'd send you a little clip as proof, right? They never do. Just delete the email and don't give it a second thought. All right, we're on to our last section, your digital emergency plan. Because a strong fortress isn't just about strong walls. It's about having a plan for when things go wrong. This is the stuff you do before disaster strikes, so you can bounce back fast. And I love this analogy. Think of software updates as patching cracks in your walls. Hackers are out there every single day looking for those little cracks, those little vulnerabilities in software. When you ignore those updates, you're literally leaving a known hole in your wall for anyone to walk through. And we're talking about everything here. Your computer, your phone, your web browser, even your smart TV and your doorbell camera. Honestly, the easiest thing to do, just go into your settings on all your devices and turn on automatic updates. Just set it and forget it. Let your devices do the work for you. Okay, and now for maybe the single most important part of your whole emergency plan, backups. Your backups are your digital fire escape, because if the absolute worst happens, your computer gets fried or stolen or locked up by ransomware, your backups are your escape hatch. They're how you get all your important stuff out safely. And let's just make this really personal for a second. I mean, really think about this. A laptop? You can replace that. But 20 years of your family photos, your kids growing up, important documents? No way. That stuff is priceless, and that's what you're really protecting here. So what are your options for this digital fire escape? Sure, an external hard drive is a decent start, but what if there's a fire in your house or a flood? That drive is probably gone too, right? That's why a cloud service, something like iCloud or Google Drive or OneDrive, is really the gold standard. It keeps a copy of your precious files somewhere completely different, safe from whatever might happen at your home. So there you have it. We've gone over the locks, the scams, and the emergency plan for your own digital fortress. And you see, it really just comes down to a few simple habits. So I'll just leave you with this one question to get you started. What's the one thing you're going to do today to make your digital life safer? Are you going to finally turn on MFA for your email? Or maybe start that cloud backup for your photos? Just pick one thing. Take that first step. That's how you start building.